What up, my people? Hey, have y'all ever sat back and put thought into, like why you are the way you are, or why you used to be the way, a certain way in life? So this story that I'm about to tell y'all today, it's kind of one of those origin stories that kind of changed me in a way when I was younger into a person that, I really didn't want to be, right? So let me tie, one of the stories together that I already told y'all about before. So the girl, I told y'all the story already about how, my boy, he hooked me up with this girl, and he was messing with her friend, and then he tried to, basically stab me in the back and tell, the girl that he hooked me up with all this trash behind my back, right? So y'all remember that story if you've been following. So this story this is like a piggyback off of that story, a lot, like some time down, down the line, after me and no girl actually decided to be serious. So I'm not sure if I told y'all in that story about the girl, her situation prior to, her meeting me. So prior to her meeting me, I found out that she had moved here from out of town, and she was basically moving to, my town for just a fresh start. She was going through a divorce. She was married, but the dude that ended up going to jail, right? So while the dude was in jail, he never reached out to her. Me and her eventually, we got super close. We had some time in, and we decided that, we wanted to, like, we were official. We became, a couple, and we ended up, sharing some space together, and we ended up living in a spot way across town on the other side of town. So the one thing that I always said to her, because I always knew that, she was talking to her friends and family on the phone all the time, and the husband at the time, he wasn't reaching out to her, but she went through the whole process of divorcing him while he was in jail. She finalized everything, and the one thing that I said to her was, hey, if he ever reach out to you, after he get out, he start trying to harass you, do whatever, let me know, please. Just let me know. That's all I asked. She said, oh, okay, no, I will. I promise you I will. I promise you I will, right? So we left it at that. I'm thinking everything cool. Everything was running smooth. I was going to work every day. She was working. And when we would come home, we would have our regular little time, And one day I started to notice that, like, every time I would come home on the phone, she would always be on the phone, like, talking to her friends, her family, from the town where she lived. She would always be on the phone talking loud, with them, and I didn't care. I would just walk in the house, like, hey, how you doing? Boom, boom, boom. But all of that came to everything changed, right? One day. And I'm gonna tell y'all what happened in part 2. Like, share for part 2.